It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brood Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas, Southern Missouri. It is Thursday, September 19th, 2019. It's 7 a.m.
It's a Thursday.
It's Thursday.
It's a Thursday.
Yep.
That's
3 days down. This one's going, one more tomorrow. And hallelujah, the weekend's here.
Weekend. Woo-hoo.
Hey. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Down on the Corner program. Hope your Thursday morning is off to a great start. Dale Hoffman, your host, along with Scooter Callis, and just hope everybody's having a happy morning.
It's a nice morning out.
Yeah, it is. Not bad.
It's a nice morning out.
Is it already starting to cloud up?
I didn't even notice.
A little bit. Took my
Wasn't
little
bad
dog
coming
Pepper
in,
out
but it was
about
early.
6 this morning, and you could see a pretty sunrise coming up. Anyway, Down on the Corner is brought to you by Brood Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town, with 3 locations to serve you in Mountain Home. You have Balmer Boulevard, you have Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, and of course 62 East Plaza out by Anytime Fitness. The best coffee in town. Mike and his staff do a great job at all 3 locations, 2 are drive-thrus, and 1 of course in the lobby of the hospital.
Of course, we got the maximum strength version right here at the station.
We've got the good stuff.
You can always come by here. We got a little sitting area and watch a show. And
yeah.
We'll probably give you a hard time if you come by. That's how it goes.
Double doors right here. Just walk right across there. Coffee pots over there. Plenty of coffee mugs. So come in and have a cup of coffee with us. Brood Awakening Coffee. They have the mochas and the lattes and pumpkin spice and the French vanilla. What's the difference in vanilla and French vanilla?
French.
Buy it in Paris, I guess. I don't know.
It's probably just slightly different flavor, I would assume, but the word French.
I guess, yeah. French vanilla. You get French vanilla in your coffee. Anyway, Brood Awakening Coffee. If you're not drinking Brood Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water.
There's somebody out there that drinks that vanilla stuff, and they're like, oh, there is a big difference, young man.
Send me an email on that one, because I want to know.
I don't know. I don't.
Pumpkin spice.
I don't drink all that.
They
that
have
flavoring
pumpkin spice
stuff.
spam now.
Yeah, you said that. I didn't even think spam was still around. Now
No,
it's pumpkin
spice peanut butter.
You never know.
You never know.
It's Halloween time.
Brood Awakening Coffee. If you're not drinking Brood Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Check them out. Brood Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations in Mountain Home to serve you. And Roller Funeral Homes. Well, I got a frog won't hop today. There it goes.
Now, what does that mean?
What?
You've used that frog that won't hop.
You ever heard you got a frog in your throat?
Yeah, but I'd never heard of one not hopping.
Well, I can't get it to break loose. You keep choking, coughing, carrying on. That frog won't hop,
Just curious. I mean,
that's what it means.
It came up before, so.
Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day around the state. 29 Roller Funeral Homes to serve you, with 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. And so, right here in Mountain Home, talk to Bruce, Charlotte, Chris, Brad. Very professional, loving, caring. They understand, and I think that's the biggie right there. They know what you're going through.
Yep.
But they know how to handle the situation. So, step 1, don't panic. You're grieving the loss of a loved one, a friend, or whatever it may be. They know how to handle the situation. So when the need arises, Roller Funeral Homes, be sure to contact them for your pre-planning. Sit down and talk with them. They'll go through all the papers and all the options. So Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect, Roller Funeral Homes is paused now for the morning prayer. Heavenly Father, the attack on Saudi Arabia's oil production facility is nothing more than a big bully in a school, kind of like dipping the girl's pigtail in the inkwell at school in the old days. Heavenly Father, this aggression has 2 objectives: hurt the booming U.S. economy and to see how the United States reacts. Lord, I pray that our leaders pray for wisdom to Almighty God. Let our leaders find a peaceful solution that totally shocks the aggressor. Lord, I pray for peace, no war, no one killed. Imagine all the people living life in peace. It's my prayer today. Amen. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, bring your morning prayer each and every day. With all our respect, Roller Funeral Homes.
And now?
Hang on, got something for you.
Oh, God.
Your turn.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, you got Doc smiling.
A duck call in here for crying out loud.
You want to try it? Sounds pretty good.
I'm going to put confetti in there. Next time you go to blow it, it's going to poof.
Morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda Zadora for all your real estate needs. The Z-Team, 870-405-0793. RetireToArkansas.net is the website. That's where we find the...
Look at the fog rolling in. That it's not as foggy as it was yesterday. I understand that, but I showed you a shot earlier this morning. We went and looked at this, and you could see the lights on, and there was so much less fog.
Yeah.
And you could see the lights coming through, and it's beautiful.
What's it been, 35 minutes perhaps?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Still a pretty shot, but boy.
I'll tell you, at about 6:30 this morning.
About 6:30.
If you'll go to this site and take a look at it, it is a beautiful shot.
You're looking at the White River into Cotter, Arkansas, from Marion County into Baxter County. And, of course, the clearing there is a little baseball field with the Railroad Museum area down by the by Big Spring Park. To the right of your screen, the sunrise, the Horizon Bee Mountain home. To the left side of the screen, the bridge, Highway 62-412. Without the fog, you can see the horizon all the way into the state of Missouri. And so the beautiful shot of the White River this morning brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora. The Z-Team at Century 21 Lemac Real Estate. For all your real estate needs, give the Z-Team a call at 870-405-0793. Buying, selling, need property both in Arkansas or Missouri, from Mountain View to Marshall to Mountain Home. Back up into Gainesville, anywhere in Missouri, they've got the teams ready to go to serve you today. So call them at 870-405-0793. The Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. And right now we've got 70 degrees in Mountain Home, 67 at Flippin, 68 at Harrison, it's 67 in Yellville. Well, Salem, Arkansas checks in at 66. Calico Rock's at 70 already, which is surprising with the river running through there. You figure it'd be a little bit cooler. Mountain View's down to 68 degrees at 63 in St. Louis. Wow. 67 at Poplar Bluff, 66 at West Plains, Branson at 68, and look at Watford City, North Dakota, 45 degrees this morning.
They can have it.
Ooh, that's jacket weather there. National radar, we've got shower activity in Nebraska, Iowa, Minnesota, parts of Wisconsin, going over into Michigan. Some of that may be skirting the northwest corner of Illinois. Nothing going on in Missouri or Arkansas right now, but we do have the tropical storm, the depression, or whatever they're calling it today, in Texas and Louisiana. I'm going to attempt to take that down there around Lake Charles. And there's the remnants there. A lot of flooding along the Gulf Coast in Texas and Louisiana. This is Houston, Texas, the Houston Metroplex here. And let's see, New Iberia, Louisiana over here. Kind of hard to say. Alexandria, that's the center of the state right here in Louisiana. So they do have a lot of rain going on in southern Louisiana and southeast Texas. State of Arkansas, we'll take a look at the Little Rock stop real quick. What are you showing on your radar?
Yeah, we're clear. This is pretty much just
ground
humidity.
Clutter, and dew point here.
Yeah.
All the highways are clear, 62, 412 east and west, Highway 65 north-south, 67 and 167, Little Rock, North Little Rock to Poplar Bluff. Your interstates, 30, 40, 49, 55, 555 in Arkansas clear at this time. And checking Missouri, we'll go, whoa, not now, thank you, okay. What are you showing in St. Louis on that one? Anything?
Nothing.
Nothing in St. Louis?
Nothing around, it's just humidity.
Just humidity. I-70 and I-44 east of St. Louis looks good. Once you're into St. Louis, I-70 east, Vandalia, Effingham, East St. Louis, Illinois. I-64 east of Mount Vernon in good shape. I-55 coming in from Sykeston, no problems there. And you see the I-24, 57 junction just southeast of Carbondale, Illinois. Southwest Missouri. Excuse me. I-44, Tulsa, Joplin, Springfield, Lebanon, no problem. Same thing with Kansas City, I-70 east to Columbia. So we got some rain coming. We'll check the watches and warnings. You can see the flood advisories, watches, warnings, light green, dark green, red is just your stair step for more severe. Same thing in Iowa, Nebraska. We got a flood warning up here in Iowa and Nebraska, northwest Iowa, southern Minnesota. And let's see, we have a tropical storm warning Oh, that'd be east of the Washington, D.C. area and out past probably as far north as Boston, I guess, east of Boston out in the harbor. Anyway, a little bit of fog in Memphis right now, 7-day forecast. For today, sunny, then slight chance of thunder showers, 20% chance, high of 91 today, 20% chance of thunder showers tonight. Then here comes Friday. It cools down. A high of 84 Friday, 60% chance of showers, drops to a 30% on Friday night. Saturday, 30% chance. Sunday, a 30% chance, and 40% on Sunday night. Wow. So temperatures range right now, high of 91 today to a high of 81 on Monday. In between, we got 84, 83, and 83 for highs. The lows range from 67 to 69 at night. And so looking forward to, the temperatures haven't been that bad. 94 degrees is hot, no doubt. But when you add the dew point and humidity in it, just makes it so staggering. It's really uncomfortable. But nevertheless, fall's on its way. A little bit of change today. The highways are all good. There's been no flooding for a while, so did a little switching here. We're going to check the drought monitors for you. This is Arkansas, of course. You have a D1 moderate drought in south, central, southwest, and west central Arkansas. D0 is the yellow, D1 is the brown. And so we do have a little bit of need for some rain in that part of the state of Arkansas. State of Missouri is still in pretty good shape. Of course, they flooded like we did along the Arkansas River, Missouri River, but so far nothing in the state of Missouri. Your allergy index for today is a 7.5 medium high, ragweed, chenopod's, and nettle. Tomorrow's predicted to be a 6, a little bit lower. And so for allergies,
this rain coming in
should wash it all away.
Should wash some of that down a little bit.
Yeah. And so, anyway, morning weather is brought to you by the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. For all your real estate needs, you need property, home, whatever it may be, business, give them a call, 870-405-0793. Licensed both in Arkansas and Missouri. Linda's professional stager, so when you list your home with the Z-Team for sale, Linda can set it up for that certain eye appeal and that little hook. Wow, gotcha. Drag them in. It's sold, The award-winning Z-Team, 870-405-0793. Community Calendar is brought to you by Old Time Restaurant on the Square in Mountain Home. Best breakfast, best lunch in town, Monday through Friday, 7 to 2, Saturday till 11.
Thursday, we have the twos this morning. 2 pancakes, 2 sausage or bacon, 2 eggs, only $5.88. Or for lunch, we have one of your favorites, open-faced turkey breasts.
I think we're going to be down there today.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think.
Awesome. Yeah. Got 2 sides of roller cornbread, just $6.88. Great deal, great price. Go in and, just grab a cup of coffee, hang out, meet your neighbors.
Don't forget the pie.
Enjoy life a little bit, have a slice of pie maybe. Whatever you do, you got to go in and you got to give Amanda a hard time. That's the deal. Tell him Osgood told you to do it, and just go in there and give her a hard time.
Gee, poor Doc.
Put him under the bus here.
Put him under. You threw him. All right, Old Time Restaurant on the Square Mile. If you've not been there, folks, you got to try Old Time Restaurant. Nothing better. I've never had a bad meal down there yet. I've only been going down there about 10 years.
Give us time.
Gonna put an onion in my pancake or so.
We're gonna have to do something. No.
The regular board meeting of the Northeast Public Water Authority of the state of Arkansas will be held Thursday, September 19th at 1:15 at 66 Florence Drive in Mountain Home. The Northeast Public Water Authority meeting today from 1:15 to 2:15 at 66 Florence Drive in Mountain Home. Bingo today at the VFW 5742 Cotter Post 23. And Thursday from noon to 4, Sunday from 12 to 4. Come early, get your cards. Door open at 9 a.m. Thursday is Brown Bag Day, snacks and drinks available. Sunday has a full kitchen. And Cameo Club Taste, take 2. Put my glasses on. Cameo Club, table games for community education. Make sure you didn't have that on the monitor so I can bring this up. Okay, I just hit the reset button, so spot me a minute here. Here we go. Cameo Club, table games for community education today at 11 o'clock. All table games are invited to, that's what it says. All table games are invited to participate. First Presbyterian Church will host the event. Lunch will be served. Door prizes, 50-50 raffle. Proceeds used to fund local scholarships and literacy program. For more information, 492-6873 to reserve your table. And let's see, the Twin Lakes Homebrewers are a club dedicated to the education and celebration of all things fermented. Join us and learn the art and science of brewing and fermenting your own beverages at home September 19th from 6 to 8 at Raps Barron Brewing Company at 1343 Highway 5 South.
All right.
You ever tried that? You ever make your own home brew?
We used to make our own little beer. I had one of those little keg things where
Did
you
you?
made your own, and it didn't work out for me real
Really?
well, so I just, nah.
You know, Raps Barron's looking, they're moving on the square.
Yeah, they,
Just down from you.
yeah, it'll be a
entertainment.
little ways, but,
But I think that entertainment district, that's going to be pretty cool. You got anything? You're going to
yeah, we got,
downtown
of course,
Paragould.
yeah, I'm excited.
That's not a bad drive.
No, it's not too
2.5
bad.
hours over
But 8th and 9th grade are headed over there. Greene County Tech is who they're playing
right
against.
on the main drag.
And high school, the varsity team is off. They got a bye week.
That's
so
weird.
the Bombers got a bye week this week, so they are resting up for next week.
All right.
They did a great job at the last Friday game, though. They changed up some things in their offense. They looked really good.
Remember when I said last Friday that game was my pick for them to click?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did great. They didn't win
They come up 3 points short, 4 points short.
They played a tough team. They looked really, really good. I was really happy.
Keep it up, Bombers. Doing good.
Around.
You bet. Support our team. All right, time for a break. Doc Osgood's our guest today. And so unless you got something else, we'll go to break.
That's it.
Be right back.
It takes the right gear to survive out here. There she is. Ferris. It's the best gear around. Strong as an ox. Safe as houses. Out back, there's one powerful beast. Awesome. Four-wheel suspension, handles whatever Mother Nature throws at you. Designed to take the hard out of hard work and deliver all the power you could need. So if you want to tackle the great outdoors, get yourself a Ferris.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
I've had back problems since about 98, and all the doctors want to do is put me on medicine. And I started coming here, and he started adjusting me. I can get up and walk a lot better. I don't have near as much pain. And the laser treatment he did on my neck and back, it helped my pain in my neck probably 75–80%. I'd recommend that for anybody that's got any kind of pain. It does wonders.
Sure, all mowers cut grass, but only a Ferris mower with suspension technology can provide you with increased productivity, quality of cut, durability, and comfort. The caster wheels and cutting deck are connected to the frame beneath the suspension. This lets the deck follow the wheels as they move up and down in relation to the ground contours. Maintaining the distance between the deck and the ground results in a beautiful, consistent cut. Visit your local Ferris dealer to experience the difference suspension makes.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire's Barbershop today, a unique gentleman barbershop. Get back in style from a former celebrity hairstylist and a licensed barber instructor who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire's Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 848 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today. $7:21, Dr. Charles Osgood here, and I need to pull up that website real quick. So how you been?
Been great. Been busy down at the office. We like it. I like to help people and do as much as we can for those who are in pain and suffering and don't know where to go to get help. That's what we're there for.
And that's why you're here, so we can talk about it. So.
Exactly. And then there's a lot of people that don't know that Medicare covers chiropractic care.
Yep.
And so I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about that, the older generation and what kind of problems you can experience when maybe you sit a little too much and you don't get as active as you should be. And that's a danger for a lot of folks when it comes to, wanting to keep their function.
Yeah.
Because the more you sit, the more that function starts to go away. And so you want to get up out of that chair and do as much as you can. Walking is one of the best exercises that you can do for lower back and issues with the lower back. But mainly, if you find that you're just not moving like you should or you're used to and you're a lot more stiff than you should be, there may be a functional issue that we need to address too. And we will take x-rays, do a nerve scan, we'll do foot scans too so that we can see how the arches are supporting your lower back. All of that is just $37 in the office. We make it really affordable, really inexpensive, especially for people who are having to pay out-of-pocket stuff a lot, and with Medicare, exams and x-rays are not covered by Medicare. So that makes it very easy for folks to come in and find out what we can do for them. We'll take x-rays of the areas that we need to and find the functional issues that you have so that we can then correct them. And that's really what chiropractic care is all about, finding dysfunction and correcting it.
The old adage, Uncle Arthur's showing up again, the arthritis.
Yeah.
Makes me wonder sometimes.
Well, arthritis is just simply something that happens when you have joint dysfunction. So actually, when we find arthritis in the spine, we find disc degeneration and arthritis in the actual joints of the spine. The best thing for arthritis in the spine is chiropractic adjusting, because the more you can adjust a vertebrae that's starting to be arthritic, the more you actually lubricate that joint and improve the function. You get fluids moving in and out, and you get them to actually work like they're supposed to again.
What exactly is arthritis?
And really what happens with arthritis is, especially in the spine, is each vertebrae has its own segment that moves. Each vertebrae has joints in it that move, and then you have a disc, which is the soft tissue between each of the vertebrae. And when you injure an area, could be anything, can be a fall, can be landing real hard on your rear end, can be automotive accidents, any kind of accident really. Then you take a segment and you lock it up. Most of the time it doesn't start to move again on its own, and it can stay that way for years locked up. And then what happens is the disc starts to thin out. You start getting degenerative disc disease, and then that leads to arthritis in the actual joint itself, the movable joint in that vertebrae. And so it's mainly a function of lack of motion. With arthritis.
Actually, like say I've got arthritis in my wrist. I don't, but let's just say I did.
And if you adjust the wrist, it can help the arthritis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, even the CDC, Center for Disease Control, with the opioid epidemic, is now recommending chiropractic care.
It is. Yes.
And
any alternative type of care like that, so that you can get rid of the meds, the drugs. And there is a place for medication, but it's overused, and so that's why if you can get away from it, you're better off. And so adjustments to the spine and to any joint in the body actually does help arthritis. And it helps arthritis because it takes down the inflammation in that joint. Every time you're adjusted, you decrease the inflammation.
I'll go throw you this curveball.
Uh-oh.
Are we too lazy to go see our chiropractor? Oh well, I'm just going to take 2 more pills.
Sometimes,
I don't.
Sometimes people wait until they just can't even function, and they have so much pain that they've got to do something, and that's not the way to look at chiropractic care. Because if you practice it on a maintenance type basis, where you come in regularly once a month, and you keep that spine moving and you keep it healthy, then you're going to stave off things like arthritis. You're going to keep them under control, and you're going to have a better life. You actually feel a whole lot better when you're well adjusted and you keep adjusted.
Now, let's go back before we take a break. Medicare,
Medicare coverage.
We had some folks here from, Tina was here, and I can't think of that. Anyway, we were talking about, you got Medicare and all this stuff, and how the good old government,
Oh, yeah.
But Medicare covers it.
Medicare covers chiropractic care. So
lock, stock, and barrel.
And some people have insurance that takes the place of Medicare. It covers chiropractic as well. You may have a copay or something like that, but don't be afraid that you don't have coverage for chiropractic care, because it is covered by Medicare, and it is something that we work with on a daily basis all the time. There's a lot of our folks, obviously because this is a retirement area, are covered by Medicare. So
so let's address those folks that are retired and they're active perhaps, but they just worked out in the garden a little bit too long, or they cleaned out that flower bed, or maybe they're on the golf course, or something of that nature, and
maybe they tweaked something and it's just not going away. It's one of those things. Is the pain that you feel. We've talked about this before. Pain is like the idiot light on your dashboard of your car. When you feel pain, there is a reason, and if it's ignored, sometimes this happens in the car too. You ignore it, your idiot light goes off. But then as soon as it sees the problem again, it comes back on. So the body's the same way. You might ignore the pain, it'll go away, but then as soon as you put it under a little stress and you give it a little bit too much effort, like digging a hole or moving some rocks or whatever, then it comes right back. So don't ignore pain. Let's find out what the source of the pain is, and that's what we do.
We've been talking about that even back as far when we were on Mountain Talk Radio years ago. And I'm going to use it again, the analogy. You have to air up that left front tire every day. There's a problem.
Right.
There's a problem. Do you have a nail or something in the tire?
Yeah.
You go to the tire shop, you go to the source of the problem
Find
causing the tire to be flat every morning. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing with chiropractic.
That's what we do, is we'll find the source, and we believe that taking x-rays is one of the better ways to do it, because what we'll find all kinds of joint dysfunction by looking at the pictures of the bone structure and how it's working, if there's any curvature, scoliosis, or if you have any damage from old accidents like whiplash type injuries. I will tell you that most of the time, probably 90% of the time, when I take an x-ray of the neck and I find that they have an old whiplash injury and I ask them, do you have headaches? They'll say yes. So a lot of times, old injuries like car accidents, old whiplash type injuries, will start leading to dysfunction and headaches start appearing, and it's usually what they call cervicogenic headaches, which means it's from the neck. So
okay, I remember kids playing on the playground. We're 8, 9, 10 years old, something like that.
Yeah.
And kids will run around, and somebody just comes up. You're standing there, and they push you from behind, and that head jerks.
Yeah. Any type of where your head's going to be whipped back and forth. Same thing with the rides at the fair.
Oh yeah.
If you're suffering from a fair ride that you just took, come on in, because we can fix those things. Any type of motion like that. Well, one big one is people that do rodeoing a lot.
Oh,
I'll tell you, they're punishing their spine. They are really punishing it, and we can help straighten that out. We can help get them to be at their best game too, because when a person does competitive sports like that and they have issues because of their sports, they're not at their best game, and we can actually make things function optimally so that they are at their best game and they can perform a whole lot better too. So,
wow.
Yeah, it works a whole lot better that way.
Visiting with Dr. Charles Osgood, Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. Time for a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
Hi, we're Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, and we'd like you to meet the rest of our team.
When you are working with the Z-Team, you will find that not only are they down-to-earth people, but they are trained professionals who work with downsizers, first-time homebuyers, and clients who may want to relocate to our beautiful Ozarks. Our team has agents who specialize in lake and river properties, listing and selling raw land, acreage, and all residential homes. Listing your property with the Z-Team will help get it sold with unmatched Century 21 global marketing. You can find out more at retiretoarkansas.net.
So there I was, naked as a jaybird in the shower with soap in my hair and eyes when I lost water pressure down to a dribble. I immediately grabbed my towel and dialed up Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service. Jake came right over and fixed my water pressure. Now I can take my showers with confidence. Just call Jake.
For all your sales and pump needs, just call Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service, 870-431-5445. He offers high-quality stay-right products.
Your car is a member of the family. It takes you where you need to go, and it makes sure you are safe at all times. When a wreck or accident happens, trust the only place that will treat you and your vehicle like a person, not a number. From collision repair and windshield replacement to paintless dent repair and hail damage removal, Dent Boys can cover all your automotive repair needs and make sure you are satisfied every step of the way. Call or visit the professionals at Dent Boys today and see the Dent Boys difference.
Have you ever noticed?
It's almost 7:35. We're visiting with Dr. Charles Osgood, Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, 425-4424. Let's talk a little bit about plantar
fasciitis.
How you pronounce that? Fasciitis?
Fasciitis.
Fasciitis.
It's
okay.
It's a weird word. Plantar fasciitis is simply when you have a foot that you can hardly walk on sometimes. It's so much inflammation on the bottom of the foot that it just goes all across from the heel to the toe, and you just have a lot of pain involved in just walking, period. We've been doing some really, really good work with plantar fasciitis on folks from several different ages. We have a really young person an athlete that's in the office now that's had problems just because of being so athletic, and doing so much, punishing their feet and not getting the relief that they need. And so we've been using laser therapy, and a lot of times we'll use ultrasound therapy as well with it, because the more chronic the problem, the more we will use on it to try to get it back under control. And the laser therapy has been really, really phenomenal to see the results with reducing the inflammation, being able to walk. In a lot of cases, right after using the laser therapy, you'll be able to get up and feel a difference. And then the more it is utilized, the more pain relief, the more inflammation reduction you're going to get. So we've seen some extremely good results. So if anybody out there is having trouble or has been diagnosed with plantar fasciitis, or inflammation or swelling on the bottom of the feet, or heel pain or something to that degree, we can help tremendously with this.
I pulled up the video from the website, and this is taken, what was this, July of 18? Over a year.
Last year.
And this is my right knee that we're demonstrating. I wore my very best jeans that day, so
yes,
I didn't wear shorts.
so we could open them up.
Yeah.
Do surgery. But see, it's not doing surgery, it's just doing laser therapy.
Laser therapy.
And there's no cutting involved, there's no pain involved. It's all done with light therapy and with laser light therapy. Yep. So it's reacting with the cells, photochemically reacts with the cells to reduce the inflammation, to speed up metabolism of the cells so that you can get inflammation reduction very, very quickly.
And I want to tell folks, there was absolutely no pain with this.
Exactly.
And at one point you say, do you have any discomfort? And I said, yeah, I can't reach my coffee cup. Remember that? We're sitting back here.
Right.
But being serious, no, there's no pain. In fact, the one time I was doing it, you could actually feel reaction within
the ligament sometimes muscle. You can feel a little bit of warmth. A little bit. Yeah. Sometimes you feel, like you say, the ligaments or the muscles move just a little bit to kind of loosen up from being so tight. Like there's some people who will do it with their neck, and they'll feel their whole upper back just kind of, start to loosen up. And, instead of having those shoulders up like this, they'll feel, oh, man, it's starting to relax a little bit. And so, that's the type of thing you'll feel with it.
You bring out a good point with that word relax. Mm-hmm. Stress and tension.
Tension.
Can that add to?
You can actually pull vertebrae out of alignment with that kind
of
tension. And stress and tension really has a big factor in causing you to be misaligned, causing subluxations, which is misalignments of the spine that will not realign themselves. So what we do is we find those and we remove those subluxations with adjusting, and sometimes it needs to be done a few times. But the laser therapy has been really beneficial for the adjusting part, because when we use that before the adjusting, it really relaxes things nicely. So we see people holding their adjustments longer, people adjusting a whole lot easier, getting more relief, and it's very beneficial, plus it's very affordable. In our office, we make it extremely affordable. We're probably less than half of what anybody else is charging out there. And that's simply because we want you to use the therapy. We want you to be able to use it. So.
And sitting here thinking when you're more relaxed, when the muscles, everything's just, in neutral, so to speak, you get a better adjustment.
You do.
Okay, you do alignment on the human body. I did alignment on automobiles.
Right.
And I was sitting there thinking, the very same thing. I can remember when you just relax that suspension on the car, you can get a tighter, more accurate alignment.
Right. And it's the same way. And You've been adjusted before, so you know this. If you ever go to get adjusted and say we grab your neck and go to adjust it, and then you tighten it like this, it doesn't adjust.
No, you got to learn to relax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you just let it go, man, it just moves right in so easy. So the tighter you are, the more wound up you are, and the more bound up you are because those muscles are so spasmed and tightened, the more things like laser therapy and ultrasound therapy will help to relax that issue and get it to move easier.
Prior to adjusting?
Massage is great, and we use that a lot as well. We have a great massage therapist, Richard Morton, and he does extremely well to get things to where it's a lot more movable. What he does is obviously gets the knots out of the muscles by using massage to push those knots out. He does great deep tissue work. He does sports massage, so that's another thing that we utilize a lot.
So if you have, let me think, how can I ask this to make it make sense? After a long winter, there's not much going on outside, and you kind of get lazy. It's past Christmas, all the decorations put away, and then spring pops around. I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna work on the yard, and you're out there with the garden hoe and the shovels and the rakes, and you get that muscle hurts. You're
not used to it.
So trying to get everything. Can a muscle go limp? In other words, by not using it.
Well, a lot of times, not utilizing the muscles will shorten up. And they'll actually make you tighter and stiffer.
Really?
Yeah. And so you get to where you get up out of that chair.
So even in that off season, so to speak,
Yeah.
say just after the holidays and maybe cold and rainy or snow or something, continue with a chiropractic regimen.
Continue getting adjustments, getting maintenance, and like I said before, walking. Walking is one of the best things that you can do for the lower back because it utilizes all the muscles of the lower back when you're walking, and it pumps those muscles so the discs will open up a little bit, and you'll get as much nerve pressure removal as possible just from walking. So that a good maintenance adjustment once a month, and mainly if you are someone who's just been feeling things just aren't right, things aren't working like they should, low back is it's really tight, starting to feel it down my legs, that sort of thing, that's an indication that something needs to be checked out. So we'll take x-rays, do nerve scans, all that's $37, and we'll find out
what about
a course
the
of
laser?
action.
Is that just a straight fee?
Yeah, what we do is we charge $30 to do a laser therapy session, and if you do 10 sessions, it's $200. So we give you a great discount.
That's a good break
on it.
right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's very affordable, and it's not something that needs to break the bank. It's something that 10 sessions does a really good job. Most of the time, that's all you need. Along with adjusting, you'll get you under control really, really quickly.
Let's take one more look at the website before we take the next break. Right here where it says email us. I'm going to point this out if y'all can see the cursor right here. When you hit that right there, click. That goes directly to Dr. Charles Osgood.
Yep.
And you have your response. You can go email, phone, or no response, but you can type in this. It goes directly to Dr. Charles Osgood. Nobody else is going to see this.
Yep.
And so I want to encourage people, because throughout when we've done Down on the Corner program, no matter who we're talking to, I don't mind asking that dumb question because, I wanted to find out, but I don't want to look like I'm stupid. So this is why you have. Well, what about if this is going on?
Yeah.
And Dr. Charles Osgood will answer it appropriately with no embarrassment to you. I think that's the big thing. We don't want to be embarrassed.
Yeah. There's no reason to feel embarrassed. Just talk, ask questions, and we answer them all the time. So we get questions from people all the time, and it's a great way to communicate too. Because if you're not sure, just ask.
You bet. Ready for a break?
Sure.
All right. Be right back.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn & Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn & Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area.
Are you ready for some football? Hometown TV is back with live football and the game of the week. Friday night, area high school football with announcer Bob Rechtenwald, bringing you the best in play-by-play. Visit hometowntv.net for schedule and show times. Plus, watch instant replay live from your mobile device, whether at the game or not, right here on K26 and XL7.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
When you need durable and comfortable hospital scrubs stat, you need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top quality uniforms, carrying a great selection of name brands, including Carhartt, Vera Bradley, Urbane, and Grey's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Skechers, Nursemates, Softwalk, and Landau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractables, compression socks, paramedic VDUs, and Rocky boots. The Uniform Shop also offers customizing, embroidery, and minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop.
747, total of politics.
Yeah. Do you know the CDC is saying, do not kiss your chickens? And that apparently is an actual thing.
Really?
Because salmonella outbreak has been a thing.
Really?
And they found that a lot of people have backyard chickens.
Yeah.
So CDC actually came out and said, don't kiss your chickens.
Hear that, Scooter?
No problem.
They actually said, don't kiss your chickens.
Not a problem in my house. I'll talk to my son, but I believe it's not an issue.
You just never know.
You never know.
So who's the Democrat nominee going to be for president? Bingo, Bango, Bongo, or Irving?
Whatever clown that's going to get the most votes. It's just so funny to watch.
Like, hell yes, we're coming after your AR-15.
Yeah, we're going to take your guns, every last one of them.
And all the kids out there are
that's going to
bloody.
help. Yeah, that's going to help you get votes.
You know, and think, we're going to ban them, but they're still manufactured.
Yeah.
So what's that going to do to the black market?
Right, exactly. And banning those, I just don't understand why people can't understand the concept. It's the same thing when you've got people like Walmart saying, don't bring guns in our store. Don't wear, if you have a concealed carry, don't wear your gun in our store. Okay, so the people who have concealed carry, they're the ones who are going to actually protect you from someone. So you don't want them in your store? I don't get that. I don't understand that. In fact, that actually happened, I believe, in a Walmart recently with a firefighter that was off duty. Mm-hmm. He saw some guy carrying a gun, and he walked up to him with his gun and put it in his ear and said, "Nuh-uh, we're not going to do this." And he took him down right there. So now Walmart's saying, we don't want those people who have concealed carry permits to bring their guns in our store. Isn't that a little asinine? I don't understand that. I don't understand that.
Years ago, they actually had a sign up on the stores that no guns allowed, whatever, into their store, and that meant concealed handgun, or it covered everything. Here's the problem. You're going to put that statement out there, then you're responsible for my safety.
Exactly.
And if I get hurt in there, you're opening yourself for a heck of a lawsuit because I was not allowed to protect myself.
Exactly. You're not allowing me to bring my gun in there.
So you're guaranteeing my safety by doing that.
Yeah, you have to guarantee it because by making that statement, you're thinking that the bad people aren't going to bring their guns in there, right? How stupid is that?
Yeah.
I don't
At the same
understand
token, right here, I pulled this up, alcohol facts and stats, and this is from the CDC. An estimated 88,000 people, 62,000 men and 26,000 women die from alcohol-related causes annually, making alcohol the third leading preventable cause of death.
Yeah.
And you're going to stop selling bullets for a gun?
Right. Yeah, there's so many other things that we could focus on, but, you know.
But the thing is, you can show this fact from the CDC to these people, and they're going to debate the issue.
Exactly.
That guns are more dangerous than alcohol.
They'll
You've
still
just lost
talk-
88,000 people here.
They'll still talk about it because for some reason guns just seem to be so much more of an issue for those people. And it's weird because there's so many other things, like you say, out there that are killing people. And it's not guns necessarily. So I don't know. I'm not sure why we have to be so focused on that because, you know, people will find a way to kill people. If it's not guns, it's something else.
Well, here in Baxter County in the last 10 years, we've had murder by claw hammer.
Yeah.
Well, you have to have a license to have a claw hammer to hammer a nail.
Right. And it's not the guns that's the problem. It's the mental health of the individuals.
But
because you're not going to have a mentally sane individual out there shooting people.
All right, now I'll give you another thing because I film court every week. And so many of these people that are rearrested, and part of their charge is for having a gun, which they're not allowed to because they're already a felon.
Right.
So they're not obeying the rules now.
Yeah, they're not going to obey the rules.
Putting more rules out there?
No, they're not
and
going to obey
thinking
them.
they're going to obey them? Like they're not going to come into Walmart with a gun?
That's the thing. That's what's so asinine about it, is people who obey rules are the law-abiding ones. The ones who don't obey the rules are not going to follow your rules. They're going to do whatever they want.
Yeah, so in the long run, the only one that's getting anything pulled from them are the law-abiding people.
Law-abiding citizens.
So when you've got a place that says gun-free zone, then that crook, that mentally ill person knows, hey, there's no weapons in there. I can go do what I want.
I'll use that one right there, and that's what they do.
But
I mean,
how many
that's
times
exactly what they do?
Gun store robbed at gunpoint in Seattle? Nope.
Nope. It doesn't happen. And, you know, places like Texas where everybody's wearing a gun, you don't see as much of it.
Yeah.
You do see it happen, but you don't see as much of it. So,
you know, it just, you know, right now, of course, the economy's good, and of course, you know, they're talking about the attack on the Saudi oil field. That's just a big bully over there.
Right. Well, I'm not sure how you take care of that one either, because I think Trump will, but I mean, I'm not sure.
I'd like to see him sneak in the back door to do something because they're expecting bomb, and it's over. I don't think he's going to do that.
No, I don't think so either.
He's going to come up with something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Something Trump-esque. And he'll tweet about it.
You think?
So,
you know, that's one thing that people comment about the president. Wish he would just quit being so sarcastic. I said, look,
that's who he is.
He's from New York.
That's who he is.
Being sarcastic in New York is just like being in Arkansas and whittling on the front porch.
Right.
It's just sarcasm is part of that up there.
Yeah, and that's who he is. That's who he is as an individual, and that's.
But at least he's got the backbone to say this stuff.
Right. And we have not had a president in years that will do what he says he's going to do.
Yeah.
And he actually is trying to do what he says he's going to do.
His backbone's not a wet noodle, let me put it that way. Whether you agree or disagree. I mean, and look, I mean, even after that over there, gasoline may soar 25 cents a gallon. Well, so far it was still $2.21 this morning at the Shell station. What is it?
Well, I mean, and that's also due to us being able to use our reserves here now.
Yeah.
I mean, we have the ability to use what we have.
And what's percentage of less dependent on foreign oil?
Yeah, a lot less dependent on it. So that 5% thing over there doesn't affect us as much.
It shouldn't, yeah.
No.
But anyway, it's going to be an interesting 2020.
Yeah. I don't know, the clown show that they've got right now is just very, very funny to watch. I mean, I don't see any of them at all making any headway against Trump.
I don't either. I mean, when your lead guy has only got a 37%, and Bernie Sanders, come on, Bernie Sanders,
yeah, he's
really
a complete socialist. So I mean,
he's saying we need to pay everybody $15 an hour. Bernie, you're paying me $13.
Right.
Okay, you get a raise to $15, but you can only work 21 hours a week.
Yeah, right.
And so that was something when I was working in the Republican booth. I was discussing it with some of the people.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got a kid down here flipping burgers at McDonald's. Hey, I'm making $15 an hour, but you're only working 9 hours a week.
Exactly.
That's not a career.
No.
That's not a career.
You're not getting anywhere that way.
So they don't, $8 an hour at 40 hours is more money, I think, at 15 at 21 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you have to think. And that's the thing. Most of the time, these people who are in charge don't have common sense. And they don't think about those things.
And they've been too long out of the common marketplace.
Yeah, they haven't experienced it.
Take Bernie Sanders. Put him in an automotive parts store, or put him in a restaurant, or put him in a grocery store, that he owns.
Right.
And just see what his
yeah.
wholesale price index would be.
And I love how he likes to complain about the rich people having all the money. But what he doesn't really understand is he's one of those.
He's one of them.
How many houses does he own? And how many millions of dollars are those houses? That's not the common man.
That's not everyday America.
No, it's not the common man.
So anyway,
they're out of touch. Out of touch. It's completely out of touch.
Dr. Charles Osgood, Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. Take another look at that website if we can, Scoot. 425-4424, and right here, once again, you can email, talk to Dr. Charles Osgood, or just call the main desk, 4424, and set up the appointment. Anything we need to look at real quick? Got about 3.5 minutes, 4 minutes here.
Yeah, mainly what you want to say about the website is that you browse around on it because there's all kinds of different stuff to see. If you scroll down a little bit, you can see the buttons there in the middle where it talks about chiropractic care. You can see what we do in the office. There's a button for new patients and paperwork and stuff like that. And you keep scrolling down, you'll see a few other things too that basically talks about chiropractic. And then there's laser therapy, and so it's a pretty good website we've put together. There's a lot of good details about what chiropractic can do and there's some patient testimonials there too.
Good.
So just browse around on it. It's a pretty user-friendly site, and people have said it's something they get a little bit more detail from. So.
All right. Dr. Charles Osgood, Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, 425-4424. It's at 870 area code if you're out of the state. Across the state line in Missouri, need to come down. Come on down.
Yeah, we get a lot of Missouri people, actually.
That's good.
Quite a lot.
That's good.
So
anyway, final thoughts. We got 2 minutes. We got 2 more minutes to fill.
2 more minutes.
We can gab up a storm.
Yeah.
What kind of car are you working on right now?
Actually, I'm still working on my son's BMW 328.
Really?
And it's been a year-long project, but it should have only taken us 6 months. But we've had so many electrical type problems that we finally discovered the source. Though it was a bad engine computer, and no one can tell us that's what it was. We went to 3 different places, and no one could actually say, hey, this is a bad computer. So we actually found a technician that was working with people doing these engine swaps. And he found that, hey, it's got a bad spot in it. So that's what we're working on now. It's got an LS2 motor in it, so it'll be a pretty cool little car.
That'd be fun. Yeah. What do we got, about 45 seconds? Yep. Final thoughts.
Basically, what you want to remember when it comes to chiropractic and what you are experiencing is don't put it off. Because the more you put things off, the more work we have to do, the more chronic it becomes, and then the more of a challenge it becomes to get you back where you need to be.
Yep.
So don't put it off. Call us.
Dr. Charles Osgood at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, 870-425-4424. The website is mountainhomechiro.com.
Yep.
And if you want to ask me a question, give me a holler. My phone number's out there. It's on Facebook everywhere, so give me a call. I'll be glad to tell you how well it works with Dr. Charles Osgood. Don't know what I'd do without it, let me tell you.
It works. It works well.
That wraps it up for the day. Hope you have a happy day today. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.